Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's Genshin Impact video, where we are going to be tackling Arlecchino's Story Quest. It's going to be hype. I'm so excited to see what they have in store for us with the Lord.
Auto making me target it. Yes, it is making me auto target the climb. Hold on.
What? Wait, attack. What?
I had to smack that thing open to get a Hydroculus, so I assume it's just like, oh man, you still want to attack that, right? Not really, but I mean, thank you.
Hey, I mean, I love clams. They taste delicious. And they're cute, so, you know.
I know usually I'm the one that makes questionable choices of calling things cute. But clams?
Yeah, don't you think they're cute?
I mean, I don't really think much of them at all, if I'm being honest.
Oh my goodness! How dare you?
I mean, I guess they
Clams
cute.
provide a valuable resource.
When you, crush them.
Are we talking about the same resource? What resource are you talking
I
about?
was talking about, like, calcium and stuff. Like,
Calcium?
when you-
Oh, yeah, I forgot you could do that about.
Or is
Yeah,
that
I mean,
seashells.
I think that's seashells. I think.
I wonder if you could do that to clams as well.
Well, they are, you know, shells that are in the sea, so maybe. But I was talking more about their delicious meat.
No, that too, I guess. Anyway. On.
Oh, yeah, I think there's this pearl thing and stuff you can get out of it, too. I mean, that's okay. I mean, but you can't eat that. So, I mean, I don't care.
You could try.
Don't.
Yes, I went to enable focused experience mode. So nothing can interrupt.
Huh. It's been a while since we visited Poisson. Maybe
Poisson.
we should head over and have a look around.
Oh, dude. What do you think they're going to reveal to us during the story quest? It's a Harbinger quest, so I mean...
Hey, Traveler. Paimon.
What on earth are you doing here?
Oh, Paimon knows that voice.
Over here.
Hola. It's Lenny.
It has been too long. Yes, indeed, it has.
To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion. Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my day. I certainly wasn't expecting it.
If you say it like that, it makes me think you do. Or you did. Also what?
Oh, I saw the falcon-looking thing as the camera panned down, and for half a second, I thought they were teasing a new playable character.
Ah, yes, bird.
Well, I'm like, they look kind of like penguin-like things and stuff, and I was like, well, who is
You can
that?
say that again. What brings you to Poisson? Wait, Paimon's got it. You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
Does he have one here?
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so Father arranged for us to stay in Poisson for the time being.
Trouble at home?
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here too?
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth. You may have noticed Poisson seems a bit more crowded than usual.
No, actually. It looks like there's the same amount of people here.
So you're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you've run into way more than just a bit of trouble. What's really going on?
Yeah, why is everyone specifically in Poisson?
Well...
Since the two of you are so curious,
Hi!
perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
When did you get there?
I don't know.
You scared Paimon half to death.
Father, you're here.
You know, on second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's all probably super confidential House of the Hearth stuff, right? We totally weren't trying to pry or anything.
Uh-huh.
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now. Of course, I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved.
I'm just more confused of why here of all places.
Right?
I guess because you and Navia are on good-ish terms? Kind of work together. We're a little curious.
I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future.
Oh.
I don't know why your mouth was moving for so long, but okay.
As for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? The House of the Hearth could stand to be more open with those who have worked so closely with us in the past. As for the issue at hand, well, it hardly relates to any ulterior motive. To be frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth. It's an internal matter.
What internal rumors could there be? What, that you guys are a bunch of secret assassins and espionagers?
Espionagers?
What kind of rumors could there be? Like, I don't know. Guys feed puppies on the weekends or something. I don't know.
That would be awesome.
What sort
Probably
of
do.
rumor?
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
What? Is it Ghost?
Some sort of ghost story?
A phantom child? Ooh, just hearing the name is giving Paimon the creeps.
I mean, we'll probably be able to play as a ghost eventually.
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the Hearth.
You said child, I was going to say like a ghost of the original mother? But no, you said child,
So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble at all.
Bro, okay. Arlecchino, she has that much confidence. She's just like, oh, there's a ghost? Okay, well, all I need to do is find it.
And beat it up.
And then beat it up.
Easy.
If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure the children would be exceedingly pleased to welcome some visitors. Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
Of course, Father.
Oh boy. Couldn't help but feel intimidated during that conversation with the knave. Now that she's gone, it feels like I can finally breathe again. You suggested we stick around for a few days, but why?
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other siblings. You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy. If you're willing, why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us?
Alright. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny. Oh, wait a second. If we're your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
Oh boy.
Of course. During our stay in Wholesome, we've been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day. In fact, today's the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen.
Didn't know you could.
Let's go. I'll take you to where we're staying.
Sure.
The child who doesn't exist. Oh, joy.
Oh, goody.
I
Cat still cannot pet. Sadly.
love ghost stories, especially when they're centered on children. My favorite.
Definitely the least creepy. No?
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off to now?
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies. With this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered. Otherwise, people might start to get antsy.
Okay, we'll come with. There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out there. Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to what's true and what's not.
Fair enough, honestly.
But now that we finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can take a good look at how you operate.
Well, you're more than welcome to come along. Just follow me.
I've got this terrible tickle, by the way, at the tip of my nose. And it's like invisible. It's like you go to scratch it, doesn't exist. But then it like shows up a second later and it's just like,
I know, I used to have a sudden scratch in my throat.
yeah, it's like, I've been doing some spring cleaning recently, so I think it's the dust that's getting to me. But it's like this invisible, non-existent itch. Do you guys ever have something like that? It's driving me nuts right now. I'm going slightly crazy.
Just got a piece of sand.
Sandpaper? I don't think I'd have a nose.
That solved the issue. It's just cartilage anyway.
Linny, you're finally here. The supplies. I'm assuming you've...
Brought them with me? Yep, here you go. Hello? Something caught your eye?
Hi.
Hello?
It's the Traveler in Paimon!
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
No way!
Children!
I assume you are...
Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
Are these all the kids of the Hearth?
You look far more normal than I thought you would be.
Huh.
They don't have the playable character genetics, I see.
Don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Oh, it's all right. Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous.
Paimon, we've saved, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 countries.
You're the type of person that brings that up into every conversation you get the chance. Every single time we talk about this, she says something about famous, you always note this down. It's like, well, we did this and that and this and that.
Well, I'm just saying, she should probably know better by now.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Of course. Father and Linny have told us so much about you.
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend.
God bless you.
And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious about you.
Nice.
I heard the Traveler is so strong that he can move a mountain with his bare hands.
We've beat up things the size of mountains.
This is true.
I heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel de Boer in just 3 days.
That is also true.
Wait a second. That's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all.
It wasn't me. I didn't say it.
Oh, wait. When guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right?
I dare you smack Mike.
Sorry, Mike.
Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, we don't have anything to give to you. Come on, we insist. I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got both.
Cool.
Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth. He's super good at it. He's never been caught.
Cool.
Now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet can go a long way. Trust me, I would know.
Uh-huh.
I was poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still dealing with the after effects. So I'm not quite as good as I was before, but I can still give you some pointers.
What is happening?
Cool.
Wait, when you said gifts, Paimon didn't think you meant poison and stealth tactics.
I
Why
mean,
not?
I personally, I for one, would love to learn how to stealth people.
When you see you crouch. You're welcome.
But those are the best
Never
things
would
we
have
can
gotten
give
that
you.
if you hadn't told me.
You don't like them? Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone you really annoys you, and we'll teach him a lesson for you.
No?
Dangerous suggestions
All right,
just keep coming.
Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now. When it comes to being a good host, it's the thought that counts. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything. I would say your enthusiasm has certainly gotten across.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Awesome! It's been so long since we have had guests to play with. If there's anything you need, just let us know. Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts of potions for that.
I see you really like poison. Good for you.
Well, we'll talk to you all later. We've still got supplies to distribute.
All right, see you later.
Bye! Lenny, about all that poison and stuff tactics talk just now.
What?
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth.
Yep.
When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets, just out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem child and was abandoned by his family.
Ah.
Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep an eye on that one. Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work and has no reservations about taking on some very difficult missions.
How are you?
People are different sizes.
I know, but he looks like a man.
Young adult, you know. That cat profile pic.
That is amazing. I didn't realize you could be unplayable characters as your profiles.
I didn't either. I did not know this. I'm assuming that was one of the new ones they
probably
added.
aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they only had the best of intentions. Things like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they really mean a lot to them. They were just trying to share the best of what they could offer, that's all.
And that's nice. What a lovely family.
Yeah. It's really actually super wholesome to hear that people have these like troublematic backstories, but yet, you know, they're still looking out for each other.
Filial, supplies are here.
Hello.
Thanks. And who are these two? Outsiders?
Please don't kill us.
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about. It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places. Is that true?
Yep.
Of course! We're making our way all across to that!
Oh, good for you.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now then. Have you seen the new opera that started running recently? I think it's called... The 4,000 Thieves?
Oh, this is the first we've heard of it.
Indeed.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway. You should definitely check it out if you have the time.
Oh, and there's the Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have audience interaction. Seems pretty interesting. After this mission is over, I think I'll go get a manicure.
That sounds nice.
Oh, maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
Don't know. Never dyed mine.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others? Looks like the House of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
Paimon. Rude.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Oh! Oops.
Yeah, you kind of said it right in front of her. It was also kind of rude.
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others. Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
Uh-huh. So what's your quirks?
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
That's enough, Filial.
Don't talk about family members behind their back, right? Whatever. Let's go.
Ah, you're that kind.
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the opera together.
Well, that's it for the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here.
We should observe for now. It's better not to pry. Snooping.
You're right. We're only here as guests after all.
Never mind, it didn't matter.
Oh, Winnie's getting super far ahead. Come on, let's catch up.
After him!
Back we go.
Oh, snap!
So, what do you think of the members you've met so far?
Certainly a lot of personality.
Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So if there's one thing we've got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak their mind. Well, I should probably get cooking. Wanna join?
Of course!
I guess we are.
Then let's head out and... Fremine? What are you doing here?
Well,
Hey, nice to see you again!
Where's Lynette in all this?
you too. I heard you're here as guests of House of the Hearth. Welcome.
What's up?
We were just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember you mentioning you wanted to make seafood soup for the traveler in Paimon.
Seafood soup? Oh, Paimon's drooling already.
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine? Maybe I can help.
It's nothing. I just wanted to see if there were any extra supplies.
Yeah, we've got some left over. What do you need?
Some food and water, and some clean cloth, if possible.
For?
No problem. Give me a second here. Food, water, wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just going to come eat with us. So what's this all about?
I thought I'd grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night. Could be because I'm growing, you know? And...
Yeah, you're not a good liar.
Fremine, you remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work. Tell me what's going on. Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Maybe it'll be better if we gave them some space.
Yeah, let's go beat up some, I don't know, hilly turtles or something. Treasure orders.
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened, does it have something to do with Father?
yes. Just follow me.
Nope, never mind. Family drama time. Oh boy.
See, at first I was suspecting that he was like helping another kid out, but maybe not. I don't know what's going on. That line is glitching out. Who's the girl?
Hi, child, are you the phantom child?
You know, you're probably right. This is the ghost.
Oh, you look
You're
like...
back. Oh, and you've brought some friends with you this time.
Yep, that is definitely looking like someone we know. That looks
Hello,
like a character.
My name's Linny. I grew up in the House of the Hearth. And you are?
Hi, Lenny. I'm also a child of the House of the Hearth, just like you.
Welp. Hey, look, that necklace.
Oh man, that sure is the first time we're seeing that.
Yeah, there was no animated short that showed this off.
Of course not.
I think I may know the twist. Well, this is going to be a traumatic quest. Interesting.
You can call me Clairy.
Clairy.
Cool name.
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you.
Okay, Ghost, why are you here?
Does that name ring any bells, Lenny?
Yeah.
No, not
Yes,
at all.
it
That's
does.
not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, is how she managed to sneak in.
I mean, you're the guests here. I don't know, maybe she was a local.
She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine. You, haven't told Father, have you?
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been keeping her hidden.
What, like a puppy you found? Okay.
For how long?
Don't say a month.
About half a month now.
Well, that's almost as bad as I thought it was going to be.
So ever since we got to Poisson, then, do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? 'Cause from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished. You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why are you doing this?
I've thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that. Linny, don't you remember last year? Sheplo nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect, and not a single person was there to help him. That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. I thought maybe I was just hearing things, but I went to look for him anyway. Luckily, I got there with enough time to save his life.
Nice.
That feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices, it's happened many times in the House of the Hearth. I'm sure you've noticed.
I wonder what that's all about.
Maybe to do with his more... I don't want to say imagination, but because he can kind of see his imaginary world and
Maybe
during kind
Fremine-
of that one quest.
Maybe Fremine can somehow, like, control... Or not control. Maybe he has,
I
like, the
don't know.
power of dreams. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
So what
Interesting.
you're saying is, that was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possibility.
Probably a few, actually. Yeah.
If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. I would have acted without a second thought, because that's what Father ordered us to do. But she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I think that makes her family. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not when there's so much we still don't know.
So what's your plan then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
Like us.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
I guess we're stuck with the ghost girl then. She's walking.
Those two sure care a lot about each other.
They sure do.
Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off. No way. They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that.
Ow.
I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last.
What do you mean?
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
Oh. Well, luckily things have changed.
I'm sorry, Linny. I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I, for one, wish you did.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest. Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We've had to depend on each other to survive long before we joined the house.
Linny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that means more than blood. You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one can replace you. So I won't let you face anything alone. Not if I can help it.
That's nice.
Oh, looks like things are getting kind of heated between Linny and Fremine. Maybe we should go check on them.
I love you, bro! I know!
Oh man, they sure are getting heated over there.
It's one of those things, I guess.
It's raining.
Eating lasagna?
Bro, that looks amazing. I want some of that. What did you say?
Just doing ghost stuff.
Ah.
Just in case you had any doubts in her being a ghost.
Chiori? Huh. Looks like she's not here either.
Okay.
Why do you need to eat?
What?
It's time to leave.
Wait, her mind, she eats.
Yeah, what? You got a problem with ghost eating?
I am sorry, Arlecchino. Please don't hurt me. She can eat all the lasagna she wants.
Exactly.
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't interrupting anything. Like a fight, or...
Wait, did she say she was looking for Patty?
Yes.
Isn't that the name of the penguin?
Possibly? I don't know.
So, ow, my wrist.
You good?
Hope so. I think so. I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. You're not crying, are you? Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. Thanks for asking.
Well, we're all friends here, right? We've been through so much together, so if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact, it might be better if your stay ended here.
But sometimes having guests around comes in handy. Sometimes they get in the way.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, and in other times, Traveler, get out. Like, I don't know. Like, they seem to have it under control. It's like two brothers just being honest with each other. This seems to be a good thing.
What are you getting at, Traveler?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I honestly think we should give them space. They seem to be doing fine.
This is underneath the classification of, not our business.
Yeah, it's like, because, I don't know. I wouldn't say they're fighting. I would say they're just genuinely having a chat and everything. It seemed like it was going in a good direction.
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate.
False.
That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
Depends on the people and the family.
Yeah, that is not what happens.
I think that is a case-by-case basis. Sure, exactly.
Just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you. I know things could turn dangerous, so I promise you this. From now on, I'll protect you like my life depends on it.
Uh-huh.
Me too.
I'm pretty sure this traveler is stronger than either of them, right?
In-game, no. Canonically, yes. But in-game, no.
Canonically, yes.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairy over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track her down.
Well, I mean, we kind of already know that.
That means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her merry way and pretend like none of this ever happened.
I think she's a ghost. I don't...
I've tried that already.
And?
And... nothing. I tried taking her somewhere really far away, but... after some time, she just reappeared. She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
What a sweet ghost. Wait, why'd you revert to being back to a kid?
We'll find out.
Because I'm pretty sure she grew
much
up.
about spirits. Do you two have any ideas?
We can get someone to exorcise her, I guess. Don't look at me like that. They're asking a genuine question. And I gave a genuine solution.
Not a good one.
But a solution. They only asked for one. They didn't ask for a good one.
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they died, they'll let go of whatever's keeping them here and return to the ley lines.
Also, no one tell Hu Tao this is happening or she's gonna come here and Men in Black everyone.
True.
Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so it's not guaranteed to work or anything.
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot. Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish. But first, Fremine, I need you to promise me something.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets involved. Can you do that for me?
Of course. I promise.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I swear.
Oh.
Hi, Lynette.
That was pretty funny.
That was pretty great.
Whoa!
Can't keep your sneaky sis out of it.
Lynette!
You scared me.
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister? And, when exactly did you get here?
Uh-huh.
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, Fremine.
Dang. At least we're not in that, too.
Don't call
You
attention to
three,
us.
traveler. And you...
Dang it, Daniel! What? It's not my fault!
You
Wait,
spoke
what did we do?
I've seen Clairy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out you were just hiding her. I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in.
You know what doesn't make sense to me? The fact that Father is here specifically looking for this ghost child, and yet the ghost child was in their house.
Yep.
So why are we here?
Uh,
The ghost child's only here because they
If you
came
don't
looking
agree,
for.
I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
We're dead.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette. Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairy, we'll figure out our next move. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
Honestly, I mean, yeah, just ask her. What do you want? What's the goal? Like, what's the goal?
For everyone to be happy.
Okay, well, that would be pretty easy.
You enjoying your lasagna?
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys.
You didn't
I want to eat that.
eat any of it.
Like, just can I have the leftovers?
She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
She is a spirit. I don't think she can even eat.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clairy can interact with the physical world at all.
So she ate the spirit of lasagna?
Yes, she ate the spirit of the lasagna.
Horrifying. Does that mean if someone else eats the lasagna, it just won't?
It won't taste as good because the soul is just not in it. Yep,
It won't taste like anything at all.
just be a soulless lasagna.
Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are. Or maybe she couldn't understand the question at all.
Maybe she doesn't know how to spell dead.
Clairy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm Clairy.
Hello.
Clairy, how did you join the House of the Hearth?
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody? The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
The way you just said that is terrifying.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know about this place. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be.
So you're still stuck in the past.
In this house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster, unless it's the roster of people who've been executed. Wait, does that mean the knave...
No, I don't think for a second
Is there
she's doing
anyone
that.
that can vouch for you?
She's probably talking about the last name. Wow, this is really awkward knowing this.
Don't think about it too much. Don't think about it.
It's like, wow, she's doing all that? No.
No, I don't think Arlecchino's doing that.
I think she's talking about the last knave.
Perry, she's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
Oh,
So Perry
that's
is
the name of the knave.
is Arlecchino. What was the full name? So Perry is like just a nickname. The full name was something else, I think, right?
Something.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
Who could
Clairy,
it be?
Harry. Neither of those names are on the roster. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine.
Ah.
Dude, she's literally a ghost.
Maybe we should try a different approach. Clairy, do you have a wish?
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
To go outside,
Oh.
where the sun can find me. That's it? Well, that sounds easy enough. darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
What did she mean by that? Things can't be this simple.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I've got a plan. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairy was talking about and see if her name is on it. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairy. I need you to collect intel on everything she's said and done.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we do?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep. It's too risky.
Sure, whatever you say, dog.
Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while. You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want us to distract her.
How should we contact you?
I'll give you a magic bird. If Father
Oh, it's
suspects
adorable!
something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong. Of
That
course,
is really cute.
That's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done. If the worst case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line.
Be careful.
You too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby. I really hope this goes well. No, it has to go well. That's the only way this can get resolved.
Yeah, except there's a boss fight at the end of this.
Clairy, I'd like to take you somewhere. Is that okay with you?
Sure. Where are we going?
So, if she just wants to go outside, I mean,
Well, except it's not outside. It's a metaphor.
it's a metaphor. Dang, I'm terrible at metaphors. Actually, I'm not that bad. It's poetry that I'm terrible at.
Oh, what is that a metaphor for? Also, I wish there were some better wings to go with the knave, but c'est la vie.
You just need to wait for them to add, like, grayer wings? Probably?
I guess she has 9 wings.
Maybe? Those will be, like, whitish. Well, I don't know. Like, we have white ones already. Like,
Oh, hey, child.
Childe is here. Okay. Wait, Childe's here.
Yeah, child's here.
Wait, he was in the black hole last time.
It's the
Guess he
knave.
got out.
And Childe.
Well,
Hey,
what?
aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Blood.
I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well, I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
Good for you.
What sort of unfinished business are we talking here?
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she'd already left. I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some traces from her time in Fontaine.
Oh, okay. So, have you found any clues?
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found.
Oof.
But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
Yeah, maybe learning how to crit. That'd be good too.
The worst of it is over. It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over. But they really did help speed up my recovery.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Oh, well. We're fighting you again in the future.
Project Stuja?
Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrator's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure. Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for a little longer.
Who's Regrator again?
Regrator is one
that
of
the
the
black-haired
Harbingers. That is...
The guy that looks like a Baishu?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to see you go all out.
Let me give you a tip for this questline. When you hear a name that sounds like someone that you know and stuff, it's probably a Harbinger.
Probably.
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all this. I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly as well. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries, what a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
One I could do without, I'd say.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
Just casually trash-talking their colleagues behind their back?
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
The weather is lovely.
well, we just...
Want to learn more about you.
Right! We're super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you!
This is such a weird question to be asking someone who's like a very loving person, but also like a cold-blooded assassin. This is such an interesting question.
You know, what are your hobbies?
What are your
Is that
hobbies?
So, introductions have already been made, have they not?
Exactly.
Oh, well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like, why do you call yourself father?
I already have a theory, but
Mother issues.
yeah, basically.
Good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that, now can we?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Not really. It felt more like she was going to put a blade in my neck otherwise.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Wait, don't go!
Paimon?
If the knave leaves right now, she's sure to run into Lenny and Clairy. Should release the bird Lenny gave us? No. We should try to get her talking about something else first. About the House of the Hearth. What does the organization mean to you?
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser.
Who?
His siblings.
Ah.
Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
Child, I love
Why
you.
would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least, that's what I heard.
Okay, I've actually listened to some of the, I've listened to some of Arlecchino's, voice lines. I love both Arlecchino and Childe. They are both great, and they are yes. They're just yes.
Please don't kill him.
Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
The rooster? Who? Talking about the long-nosed guy? Okay. Also, I need a...
Nice call, dude. You remembered who that was.
No, it's just the first thing that came to mind.
The knave betrayed the house of the Hearth. So does that mean that Clairy, does that mean what Clairy said was true? Does the knave really treat her children like test subjects? No.
No. Oh, this is gonna be.
Wait, did you really do something bad to those kids?
No.
But
no,
she's not.
didn't.
But she's not going to answer straightforward.
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Ah, well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
So he was just using the title. I'm assuming the rooster was just saying the knave. Wait. Was the mother the knave before?
Yeah.
Okay, so she just took the place.
Mm-hmm. But she did kill a lot of her other family.
Yeah.
And then eventually did kill her own mother. Adoptive. I don't know. Whatever you would call that woman.
I see.
Oh, based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
No.
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue. Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous.
I mean, yeah, so everything he said is true, but you have to know the full context of everything.
Call yourself a Fontanian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
So, where are you from?
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontanian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontanian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all?
I mean, this is where you were raised, so technically you are a Fontanian.
R.I.P. everyone who was hoping to dolphin dive as the knave. It's not a thing. I've tried it myself. It doesn't work.
The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
So much for learning anything else about her betrayal. She probably only revealed that other secret in order to change the subject. It seems like she's trying to avoid talking about her past.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
I mean... Okay.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention.
Don't mention the ghost kid.
I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything, including their life.
Jeez.
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusar enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand.
Don't say that! No!
Just imagine. Tusar becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
No! Don't do this to him!
Okay. I get the picture.
You cannot do that to an older sibling. Stop it. Stop it.
And then they have a secret boyfriend.
Stop it!
Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get going. Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Go to bed.
Sounds like we may be having a rematch with you in the future.
Maybe.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
I'm actually excited. Genshin is nearing its ending of part 1.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna fight Childe. I do think Childe will be a very key character going forward, especially with Skirk. Skirk? What the freak was her name? Something.
I'm just excited we're 2 nations away from being done with them all.
I'm trying to figure out what the freak is going on with the whole miHoYo verse dimensions or whatever, because the black hole that Skirk was holding is the exact same black hole that we see when Acheron slashes.
Like Nihility?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Like, I found an image.
I mean, it's hard for black holes to look different.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, but like low-key, the little thing that she holds in the cutscene with Nouvellette, when she yeets Childe into the, you know, the dimension of whatever, she's holding that little thing. It is the exact same thing as when Acheron does her skill, and you see the reality shatter and break, and that thing's like floating in like the nothingness.
Well, that's what she was using to hold the whale.
Yeah, so I'm just saying it's all connected, man. It's all connected.
I'm also saying black holes kind of all look the same.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they're
no,
literally
no, they don't.
black holes.
Yeah, no. Every black hole, it's like a fingerprint. They're all different in their
They
own way.
really are not.
They're just black holes.
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
Oh.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
So what is Snezhnaya gonna do? The fact that their Gnosis they got is the fact that there is no Gnosis for Hydro. What's their plan now? Kind of like their whole plan seemed to be around gathering all of them. Oopsies, one is missing now.
I assume they're gonna have to like kidnap.
Kidnap Nouvellette? Yeah, good luck with that.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time we've seen something nuts. I mean, remember the remind me what the Snezhnayan Archon's called again?
The
Tsaritsa.
Yeah.
She is going to be full powered. So, unlike all the other Archons, she's going to be a monster. I'm not, by the way, not saying she's a bad guy. I'm assuming she'll actually be a good guy. But her power levels are going to be scary.
Nouvellette may be stronger.
Maybe. I don't know.
Considering that he has his full dominion, and the Archons only have a fraction of the power.
However, I don't know if he has full control of it just yet. We'll have to wait and see. It may take some time to warm up. Also, she's ice.
Yeah.
Poor Nouvellette just gonna get frozen like a fish.
Wow, kind of rude. He's not a fish. He's a...
Sorry, he's an otter. He'll be frozen like an otter in the Arctic.
Rude.
Just imagine an otter, like a Genshin otter in ice. That'd be terrible.
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Also, if Nouvellette does get captured and he becomes a damsel in distress, that would be one of the funniest plot lines in Genshin.
You give him back!
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
No.
Oh, well, you see,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
Thank you.
we managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Childe was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you?
I'm on your terrible morning.
I wonder if Liddy ran into any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
Hello.
Oh? You decided to stay a little longer? Let's take in the ocean view together, then.
Wouldn't this be more of like a lake? Or actually, no, it's more of a river, actually.
Oh, it goes out there. There's like a big body of water over there. It depends. Honestly, depending on where you are in the world, some people consider they call the ocean the sea. Sometimes they call a sea an ocean. I've definitely heard people refer to things in different ways. Words. They're
This
weird.
is more of a lake.
Yeah, I would agree. But it does open up to a bigger body of water. But then I would call it a sea over an ocean.
Every river opens up to a bigger body of water eventually.
Mm-hmm. Look, let her just have the cool line.
Oh. I'm just saying. Back to the troublemakers. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm actually surprised we're not seeing any of the House of Rasula here.
Lenny, how did everything go?
Howdy, hey.
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clairy can't go into the sunlight.
Well, what do you mean?
Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her. But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished.
Get a big blanket and put it over her.
Huh.
I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Just
get a blanket.
Huh.
Or an umbrella.
Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't be her wish if that were the case.
Maybe she's a vampire. Maybe she's not even a ghost.
Well, we could always try pushing her into it.
Not sure pushing works on non-corporeal beings.
Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here. How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take a look. Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
Well, luckily, if you just do a quick little scan by each name, it shouldn't take too long.
We can each take a section. Here.
La Pouillade, Landois, Chambel, Horaire.
I mean, hopefully it's alphabetical.
oh, we have pictures.
Yep, nope, none of them.
Oh, yikes. That Horaire guy has a huge scar on his face. He's kinda giving Paimon the creeps.
Dude! Freaking rude. Jeez, Paimon. Look nice.
I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Hey, scars are awesome. Don't intentionally get scarred, but accidental scars are cool.
Did he say anything else?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no, and that's where our conversation ended.
Oh.
It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well, I never saw him again after that.
I'm assuming there's more to that.
Probably helped him, like, start a new life or something.
Maybe.
Wait, so that means the knave, she...
No, she didn't kill
It
him.
may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house.
I mean, if she did kill him, then he was probably up to something.
Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave, you pay with your life. Her name's not here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine.
Sorry. I was thinking about something. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little... strange.
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filial are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes, and their, interests seem to be pretty different as well.
Just a bit.
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. But that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel the same desire to stay here. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they never asked for. Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the house, most people would never say that out loud. People like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filial and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filial and the others, it seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something.
Oh boy.
I can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clairy.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs. She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
Oh boy.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
What is Project
Uja.
Anyway.
Whoa. Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either. I only know
it
what Father has
clones?
told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrader have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future.
Uh-huh.
Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
No, in fact.
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just that we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
Yep.
Looks like the Fatui are plotting something big. But given how little Linny and the others seem to know about it, I probably won't be able to learn much. Should keep a sharp eye out during any future dealings with the Fatui to see what I can learn.
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier? Paimon doesn't get the connection.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying, and that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions.
True enough.
I thought resolving the Clairy situation would make everything go back to normal, but it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filiol and the others to their own devices, sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Even if we confront Filiol and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. We should focus on Clairy for now. Well, it's getting late. We should head back and get some rest. We'll try again first thing tomorrow. Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filiol and the others. Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret. Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Good. Well, I'm glad that's all nice and wholesome.
Oh, Paimon was looking forward to an early night, but she can't sleep at all. Hey, you don't think the Knave will be too angry with Linny and everyone if she finds out about all this, do you? She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry... Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
No promises. I'm also afraid of her.
Oh, well, in that case, we should just plan on running away. We'll grab Linny and the others and we can make a break for it as fast as we can.
There you go.
Yeah, ghost girl on the run.
Look over there.
What's she doing over there?
Quick, let's catch up with her before anyone sees.
Wow. A little late for that, hey?
Oh, what's gonna happen?
What am I doing?
What is this gonna be? What kind of drama are you gonna cause, girl?
Over there.
Oh, here she is.
Yeah, I see you.
I've been meaning to cause trouble. She's just a poor ghost.
Oh, boy.
Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast.
Not really. I mean, it just looks like a child walking around. Unless the Knave comes face to face with her, then it would be a little bad, but not for the reasons you probably think.
Oh, look, she stopped.
Wait, how are you able to walk? Nope. It's nighttime. Ignore the fact the moon's a reflection of the sun. It's metaphorical.
Clairy! Shh. I opened the window while no one was looking.
Okay.
Look how pretty the outside is. If only I could have more than this.
She probably sees something else. Oh.
You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting. It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality, right?
Oh.
Not
Don't say
quite.
that. Don't say that, girl.
Help us get on the same page here, Clairy. We need you to tell us what you know. Can you do that? Sure. Although, after you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision. Everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable. Including me.
Oh, girl!
As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value, and you're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given a fate worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again, and I've had enough. You're saying the knave did all that? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
It's because we're talking about two different knaves, gosh darn it.
Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother.
Cough!
Cough.
Mother? But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, I'd never see her again. If only Perry were here, she'd understand. Perry? There's that name again.
Only if we knew what it meant.
Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling. It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else.
She's a spirit. Could be anything.
Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer. She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot. It's getting windy. I should close the window. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight.
Love to see it.
Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it together. But I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot. I should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her.
Oh, girl.
What should I do? Paimon really doesn't understand what's going on with her. Let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
It's a little painful knowing exactly what's happening. Well.
All right, looks like we're all here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Before we do that, I have a question.
Oh? What is it?
Have the knave and the doctor ever worked together?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairy last night, and that's what she told us. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad things.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him.
Cough,
No.
cough, if you haven't noticed.
We're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership.
If you haven't done this, if you have, let me rephrase this. If you have Arlecchino and you haven't checked out her voice lines, you should go see what she has to say about the Doctor. It's wonderful.
I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth. Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clairy was talking about?
No!
I don't think so.
Probably involving herself.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The Doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation Clairy referred to. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own principles. There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Alright, that's good to hear at least. Clairy seems to think the knave and the Doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how he would even face you guys. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairy is lying either. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
Let's focus on the plan for now.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to distract her. Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone. All right, let's get to it.
Oh boy!
Howdy, y'all.
Where are we going today?
Let's try somewhere further away this time.
Further, okay.
Interesting. Huh? Hello there, mother! I mean, father, the knave. Hello there, knave.
Hello, knave, as the knave. Hi.
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
You know.
A little.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions?
Questions? Wait, what is she?
I must
What?
profess to being curious. Without Childe here, how do you plan on distracting me?
We're so dead!
Of course she noticed.
Us? Distract you? A good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
Uh-huh.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
What the flip?
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
Did you really just change the subject of the conversation to how's the weather?
Such lovely weather. Almost as lovely as this water.
Just, yeah, just, hold.
Dang. I have none.
Are you out of water?
I am out of water. My magic water ran out.
Nice.
So you know everything then.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient.
That's good. That's good.
That's good.
That's good.
Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
Yes, ma'am.
What should we do? She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
Wait.
Should release that pigeon.
I don't think that was a threat. That was more of a warning. Be free, pigeon.
Good
The
idea.
pigeon just.
Hopefully he sees it in time. Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the knave was saying just now, it sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good.
We really don't have any other options. Oh boy.
Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Linny and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our best to not get them in any more trouble.
It's actually very gracious of her not to immediately just appear behind them suddenly and go, "Hello, children."
Hello there.
Hello, children. What are you doing?
I'd be just terrified.
Yeah. I mean, she's done it to us a few times now.
Whoa.
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
That's nice.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
I mean, probably a punishment of some kind, considering that they're scheming.
They've lied.
I assume you're referring to Linny, Lynette, and Fremine.
Yep.
Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. It appears quite a few people have been acting out lately.
What were the other two kids doing? Because the little girl told them...
They just don't like the fact that they're a part of the House of the Hearth, but they also can't leave, so they're just kind of in their rebellious phase right now.
Gotcha, because the little girl told them, like, ooh, the knave is scary, and they are using that as an excuse to act out or something, right?
Yes, they already were kind of rebellious, but she's just kind of giving them an excuse. Even if they don't really believe what she's saying, it's just an excuse.
Gotcha.
No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
Yes, ma'am.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
No. Are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
Wow, she's laying it on thick.
The thing is, I don't know her well enough to say that I don't think she would kill them.
No, I think all the kids that probably disappeared, she probably set them up somewhere else.
Probably. I mean, they probably died, but like...
Well, to the Fatui.
To the Fatui, and probably in official records they're dead, but they're most likely still alive.
On paper, they're dead. That's what I'm assuming. However, if any of them really did betray them and actually tried to hurt people, I think she would kill them instantly.
Yeah, no, I think if any of them actually genuinely tried to harm any of the others,
I think she would just
super kill them.
Yeah, she seems very protective in that way.
Mm-hmm.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
Don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Paimon, it's cool.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than most.
Stringent?
Stringent, that's a fun word.
I like that.
Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them.
Is there really no other way to solve the issue?
I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filion and Toy and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
Right.
But that's awful.
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a little longer.
Uh-huh.
If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairy in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove.
So you know about her?
Apparently.
You seem way more okay than I thought you would be.
If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe.
It's a deal, then.
Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you. Do try and keep better track of it next time.
Yeah.
She got the bird!
Yeah. Yep.
It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it. Permanently.
Her eyes look terrifying through that crystal thing.
They're very pretty, though. As pretty as fictional eyes can be, I guess.
Wait, where did you get that?
Where did you get... What do you think,
Well,
Paimon?
I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now, for the matter at hand. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
We gonna say hi to Nouvelette or something?
It has to be Nouvelette. That or Melazine, but I'm assuming Nouvelette.
I am good with either. Because Melazines are adorable, and Nouvelette is Nouvelette. Or Nouvelette. Some people say in this game.
I will never get tired of just seeing those little ears over the countertop.
I adore Melazines. They're just so freaking...
I'm excited.
They're so funny.
I'm excited to see the next new race, the Dragon People in Natlan.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be fun.
I'm tired of all these human characters.
As a human, I take offense to this.
It's been a while, Monsieur Neuvillette. I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect. Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
I don't know. I feel like a fiddle.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur Neuvillette.
I assume she's asking for new identities for some of the kids.
Maybe?
Because she'll have to kill him.
We're just gonna sit, you know.
Sit awkwardly here. Tippy tap our fingers. Twiddle our thumbs.
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette, so allow me to use water as an analogy. A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out.
I mean, if you're running an orphanage, yeah.
As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
Yes, she's saying... Okay, anyway.
Kind of.
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's strained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine.
Wow. That is one heck of an offer.
And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his passing.
Ah, the one guy from her trailer.
Yeah.
The one guy she just walked in brutal.
Kind of stepped on and killed. Yes. Yeah, that would be him.
I actually really enjoy how all of her demo and trailer stuff and everything around her is actually being brought into her quest.
Yeah.
Because it feels like some demos and stuff like that, it doesn't really translate over to any of their
Most
stories.
of the demos in the past have been just made to show off a certain character, unless they're like really, really important, like Zhongli and the tea house and everything like that. Most of the time, it's just there to highlight the character. But yeah, no, the Knaves are, all her trailers were there to basically kind of give you a little background into her story.
I'm still disappointed we never fought Ayaka.
Oh, you never got to duel Ayaka? Yeah.
Even though
maybe
she
in the
talked
future.
about wanting to cross blades with us.
Maybe in the future sometime. You never know.
And then we meet her and she's like, ah, hey, friend. We never fought her.
Maybe you did off screen. Canonically speaking here. Maybe you'll get that in the anime.
The anime will be its own canon, probably.
I don't know. I wonder. I don't know how
Considering they won't
do
be able to do every side quest, I would assume.
I'm thinking that the anime will probably be either original story, like you said, or it'll just reanimate the story like Grand Blue Fantasy. Something
It'll
like
probably
that.
be like an abridged, like mostly
In a bridge.
Mostly focusing on the main stuff because I doubt they're gonna do the New Year's event several times.
No, it would just be the main story, most likely. Yeah.
Which sucks because a lot of the New Year's stuff and Windbloom and all the other events all have really good and cool story plots as well.
You'd like to see them animated?
That would be cool because Albedo's bit is actually really awesome.
Oh,
in
yeah.
his events.
100%.
But if we just ignore all that and go for the main story. But then again, the anime is not going to be 10 million episodes long. So
we'll have to wait and see.
What can you focus on? What can you not? Especially since most of it's going to be drawn.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be awesome.
Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
Dang, kind of putting the pressure on, which you really should. Crime is a horribly rampant problem in Fontaine.
So, is Linny, Lynette, and Fremine going to join, like, Neuvillette?
I assume she's talking about some of her other kids, but she may be trying to separate her connection with them.
Because Neuvillette could totally use them as, I almost said assassins. I don't think he'd use them as assassins. He could use them as agents. There we go.
I feel like some of the other kids may leave, but I don't think Fremine or Linny or Lynette will leave her. I think they may stick with her.
It depends, really, ultimately.
That may be what the boss fight is like, trying to like brutalize them and being like super mean and rude and trying to cast them aside, but it's for their own good of getting them out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
That's why, or at least that's the feeling I'm getting from this direction. But in the end, they'll probably like, I don't know, have a really cute and emotional scene together.
We'll have to wait and see.
Maybe, I don't know.
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I'm inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next meeting, yes?
It would actually be fun to hear his opinion on it.
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
Yes, ma'am. Can I talk to him more? Yes! Yes. Hey.
I believe I've told you before that my emotions easily resonate with those of others. Yet in the few meetings I've had with that Harbinger, I haven't been able to sense any aspect of her emotional state. Her mind is like a still body of water. Who knows what darkness lies in its depths? And the lack of ripples on the surface gives nothing away. It's unclear whether this is her natural state of being, or whether it's an incredible strength of will that gives her the ability to master her emotions. Either scenario, however, suggests she is a very dangerous individual.
Yeah, I would agree.
I do not expect an explanation as to why you two are by her side. Whatever your reasoning, I would only advise you to take caution.
I mean, she was totally willing to kill Farina. Until she noticed.
I wonder, still how miHoYo plans on playing out the Archon story. Because, like,
we're reaching the end.
We're reaching the end-ish, and from what we've seen of the Archons is, like, they're not terrible. But at the same time, there's definitely a lot of things that, okay, well, some of them were bad in the past. Not to say that they weren't bad in the past. They were definitely bad. Zhongli was he was scary in the past.
But he wouldn't what you would call be evil.
I would not call him nowadays evil.
So, what exactly were you talking about back there?
It's fine.
Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of water, and then some kind of irrigation scheme.
Okay, I think this is the only criticism I could have actually for them bringing so many of the trailers into play with the story quest is I feel like I know way more than I should, admittedly. which I like and dislike. I think that's a pro and a con. It's cool that I know what they're talking about in like all the little like side bits, like her talking about the charity guy that she totally murked and everything. But like at the same time, I know where this is going. I don't know how it's gonna end though, I will say, with the whole like her fighting the kids. I have no idea where that's gonna go. But all this other stuff, I totally get.
But also, Paimon, they're called parables. It's a way of explaining and talking about things in a story.
Yeah.
It helps get complicated ideas or messages that...
It helps to get across to someone who maybe wouldn't understand it otherwise.
It's almost like a secret code, while being a little more obvious.
Yeah, it's a secret code that anyone can get.
Anyone could get, but for some reason throughout history, a lot of people miss it. It's fine.
That's true. That's very true.
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
What?
Winnie, Paimon really hopes everything's going okay. Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
The knave may seem relaxed, but she didn't seem to be joking earlier when she said those who betray the organization must pay with their lives. I think she's serious about punishing those kids. How should we stop her? No. There's something else we must figure out first.
Which is?
While we were talking in front of the Palais Marmonia, she mentioned Clairvy's name. Does that mean she knew where Clairvy was this entire time? Maybe she even anticipated how Linny and the others were going to act. You're the guy with the scar across his face.
He's alive.
Oh, shoot. Are you all right?
And she did beat the assassin out of you.
Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going.
I also wasn't paying attention.
Well, let me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper. On the house.
It looks kind of familiar for some reason.
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply. All the extras will be useless come tomorrow anyway. It's my fault, really. I was just trying to bring home some extra mora for the family, but I bit off more than I can chew. I haven't had many takers today, so I'm still swimming in papers.
Aw, he has kids now.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident. I should probably get going, actually, so...
Goodbye!
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with mora, it's just... I don't have any on me at the moment.
I'll take 3 papers. Here, your payment.
Aww.
Oh, thank you for your patronage. May the Archons bless you with good fortune.
Do you? Wait, hold up. Is he acting really, really well, or does he not remember her?
Did she take his... No, because then he wouldn't still be in love with the one girl. Unless he fell in love all over again.
No, but maybe she can somehow just make them forget about the House of the Hearth? Is that a possibility? He's either that or he's a brilliant actor.
I mean, he seems scared of her, but then again, she isn't.
She's kind of
intimidating.
She's kind of scary.
So are you just really good at acting, or...
Because it's clear that she knows him.
Of course.
But I have no idea what's happening here.
If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes it's hard to not get ahead of myself. Anyway, I should head out. Goodbye!
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy along the way.
Actually, why don't we stick around for a little longer?
Paimon, you're bad at this.
Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
Looks like Paimon is trying to buy us more time. If we head back now, I doubt Linny and the others will have made any progress. What should we do?
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless.
Yeah.
That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. I just have one condition.
Yes, ma'am?
If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Clairy, are you not? And my relationship to her.
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden? You're not gonna ask us to do something bad, are you?
It's a give and take.
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
You know how many chests we've opened up in other people's homes?
Then what can you possibly...
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Demands and threats only get you so far.
That is true.
Wonderful.
Let's hear it.
Here it is. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation.
What?
And lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
So, intervene in the future is what you're saying.
I have freaking no idea.
Okay, sounds normal enough. But what do you mean, when the time comes? When is that supposed to be?
Whenever you feel it, Paimon, in your little tiny heart.
That is for you to decide.
Sure.
Then we have a deal. Follow me.
How well do you have this all planned out?
I have no idea. What?
Further we go. Follow. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh no.
Oh.
What's a good teleport?
Wow, we're already here. Straight and to the point, okay.
Straight and to the point. Oh darn. Do I really not have anything better?
Yeah, no, you have nothing better than that.
Technically that road's not bad, but...
You still have to climb a mountain. Or a hill.
Way movement.
Yeah, just use this and go to the Knave and then use your wing. Yeah. The only downside is it uses stamina, but who freaking cares?
That doesn't exactly matter if you have Yelan.
Yeah, you have Yelan, you just switch back and forth.
How about we explore the
Oh,
area
whoa.
ahead of us later?
Sorry.
Rude. Sorry. Let me go around slightly.
There you go.
Let me also stop this so my cooldown actually starts.
Now, this is a new boss, right? Question, is the Knave good to fight the Knave?
Considering she's fire?
Probably not.
Probably not.
That's really sad. I literally just got her to 90 this morning. And I got like her... Okay, her talents suck, obviously, because we haven't been able to fight her and get the world boss
But her
drop.
autos are at 6.
Yeah, I know, but check out the skill. Here, hit the level up and see how big of a jump it is in damage. Oh, I meant for the basic.
Oh, you said skill.
Oh, well, okay. I should have, I see what I did there, but yeah, that. That's some decent damage numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited to see her full build.
Oh, don't read that yet.
I want that to just, I want to get everything to 10.
So I could use Neuvillette, or we could use the Knave to fight the Knave.
We probably should switch to Neuvillette.
Okay.
That's the smart thing to do.
Unless she doesn't work that way, which would surprise me.
That would be interesting.
No, not the shop.
Whoop-ah.
Nope, this will do.
The only thing you'll have to change is make sure the Shogun, I was playing with teams, you're going to want to re-equip the Shogun's weapon.
You took off her signature weapon?
By signature, you mean free-to-play fishing rod? Yes.
Yeah, her free-to-play fishing rod.
There you go. Just throw that on. Boom.
Hey man, this is basically her signature weapon for us free-to-players, okay?
Yeah.
And don't get and this.
It's actually not bad. It's a great weapon for free-to-play.
It sucked getting and all the requirement for materials for it too.
It wasn't that bad.
It's
It was atrocious? Wow, that's a big word for something that isn't that big of a deal.
It took so long to get.
A few days.
More than a few days. It took 2 days for each thing to respawn. Not to mention you need a lot of it. And some of it was pretty annoying to get.
For anyone going for the catch out there, it's not that bad.
For anyone that has gone for the catch, you know that it was annoying to get.
I got it. I didn't think it was annoying. I just went and fished every day and was like, cool, I'm leaving now.
You could not fish every day.
But yeah, no, I mean like every few days. It's just like, whatever. I fished. I got
Fake
to fish.
fisher.
Fake. Fishing is all about patience.
Fake fisher.
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble.
That looks really cool. Wow.
No one comes here anymore. Nor does anyone care about what once happened here. Although, this place does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you.
Uh-oh.
It was before I became a harbinger, and before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clairy and then her mother. And this is where it all happened.
You were the one that killed Clairy?
Yeah, in fact. Why? I don't know, actually.
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning.
Man, without seeing that one trailer, this sounds horrible. I killed her and then her mother too.
Clairy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children.
Wow. They really do look related out of context.
Are they not? I thought it actually was her daughter.
The hair color is slightly different.
Slightly.
And also, they were all adopted, so I don't think so.
Huh.
Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairy's mother
Never
by
mind.
blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house.
I had a feeling. Hair. Kids have slightly different color hair usually than parents. It like shifts a little bit. I thought ever since I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, that's probably just her daughter.
In the orphanage?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I was like,
Clairy was happy here for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
Wait, I just realized she put her own daughter through this?
yeah.
Ugh.
That explains why she was talking about like picking the weeds and everything, referring to her.
I thought she was just talking about all the kids.
No, her specifically. It was a horrible line. When I was editing the video and our reaction, I'm like, oh, you're talking about your actual freaking daughter and everything. And I'm like, now I don't like you even more now.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Tevat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge.
This is a cool shot right here.
Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title.
Uh-huh.
It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
Ooh, that means, actually, I wonder if we'll, actually, get a future character that was, a surviving experiment.
That's a high probability. I'd say there's a high chance of that, yeah. It may not be from the House of the Hearth, but I'm assuming we'll get some character.
Which means there's a chance that 2 of the other characters in the trailer that could have been characters other than, you know, Clairy, who died.
Who's very dead.
And I think the orange ball girl, her sword was in the ground, so we don't know if she's for sure dead or not. Most likely dead. But there was also that one Stitch doll. that showed up, I think, twice.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It also could be just one of the doctor's other experiments, like someone who's... I'm assuming we'll deal with the doctor when we go to Snezhnaya.
Most likely.
So, yeah, we'll definitely meet someone who's probably going to be playable. Maybe.
Maybe. If you don't count...
Technically, Kali
Kali.
is playable, and she was an experiment.
But she didn't have, like, a playstyle that kind of went around that.
By the way, we keep saying experiment. I should say someone who's been experimented on, like, specifically. But, yeah.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what actually happened to her? You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened, right?
Wrong!
I don't think so, sadly.
She was a poor excuse of a mother. Human.
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother, to prove that she treated all her children equally. Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
Traveler, that's not even what she said.
Yeah, no, but that's the nickname that Clairvy was saying.
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now.
Aw.
Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded.
It could be anybody, I tell you.
Literally anybody it could be.
Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end.
You're not wrong.
Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruere would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes. But one day that light simply vanished.
Oh no. What happened?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure.
God bless
She
you.
and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever.
Why do you two look like Honkai characters?
Because they are, Daniel. They are.
You know what I mean.
It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies? Mother herself. Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success.
About that.
Clairvy never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross.
Oh.
If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained.
Death.
Traveler, what is wrong with you?
Precisely. Death was the only way that she felt she could be free. It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere, the very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle, but ultimately, Clairy decided to let Peruere end her life.
She used a spear.
Sword, probably. Wouldn't it be the sword?
No, she had a sword through her.
You're right. Oh, interesting. So the knave can use multiple weapons.
Most people can in Genshin.
Okay.
From that moment on, Peruere's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses strewn across her path to success.
You know, you're 100% right, because she used the sword in the animated trailer. I don't know why I forgot about that. It's really hard to forget about the scythe, I guess.
I'm assuming she actually picked up using a spear after that?
I really don't know. Because mid-fight with Mother, she kind of just formed it out of her blood or something. And it was just like, here's a scythe. And after that, okay.
No, I was talking about in, like, normal fighting.
Normal fight? No idea.
Because if it is out of her blood, why can't I...
Why can't
all
you
that's shooting out of me are my primos!
I mean, yeah. Genshin characters are made of primos. I mean, don't you notice? If you do, when they draw instead of drawing blood, it's drawing primos.
Can we, like, recycle characters?
What the flip? No.
Okay.
It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess as to what it was?
Killing the person at the very top?
Sabina, you mean? But...
Correct. This is the place where Peruere killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared.
A year later?
Apparently.
Interesting. Kind of felt like it happened right afterwards, but alright.
Had to get stronger.
The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Only those who survive get to write the rules.
I mean, I think you did the right thing.
Peruere won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
Dun dun dun!
Bum, bum, bum. So she also gave you the name Arlecchino. Interesting. No, wait. The director gave you the title Knave, so the Tsaritsa gave her the name
Arlecchino, yeah.
So the Perry Clairy was talking about... It was you all along. You're Peruere. Arlecchino is just a name you got later.
Someone put a fedora on her. This was your... This was your story just as much as Clairy's.
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now does bring back memories. After I defeated Sabina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself, and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity. Not only as Arlecchino, but as father. And that is where the story ends. Any more questions?
The Clairy we met, just... Who and what is she?
Yeah. Based on what you just told us, Clairy wasn't a little kid when she was killed. So the Clairy we met, was she really a spirit at all?
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin. You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume.
Fun.
Of course, the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairy is a very special case.
Okay, should I be worried? I've killed like a couple hundred hilly trolls in the last like few days. Like
A super mega giga churl is about to appear.
oh crap. Sorry guys.
Oops.
My bad.
Clairy died when she was 16 years old. But what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost to the blaze. Memory
As
is
well.
a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self. Lose 10 years' worth, however. And it would be like living in the past. Like returning to a version of yourself that never grew up.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairy is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives in the confines of her own past.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about Clairy for a long time.
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity. Sometimes she would look after the children. She's even saved some of their lives.
That's nice.
But other times, she would hide from me and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house to anyone who will listen.
Yeah, that bit's a bit of a problem.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time. Your attempts to expose Clairy to sunlight, they failed, yes? The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairy's mind, the house is impossible to escape, and it is this very perception that traps her there. But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left behind this time.
Wait! Paimon can understand why you might want her gone, but isn't there another way? So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
See, the question is if
really
it's
her.
real or not. See, if it depends.
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nentoy as well. She's had quite the effect on them. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share, because that is how a household should be run.
I really wonder how they're going to do the whole little spirit girl thing. Do you think it's alive? Or do you think it's just a memory?
Seems to look after them.
See, yeah, see that,
Is this really what you want to do?
Oh my goodness, he's talking.
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs: anger and sorrow. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I gave your friends quite a bit more time. As for what happens now, we'll just have to wait and see.
uh-oh.
Yeah, boy.
The music's kicked in.
That's one of those Beatles.
Here they are, Father.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a first for me.
Kid.
Clairy.
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time,
Well-ish.
but I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh? Are you... Perry?
Oh.
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairy.
Perry!
Stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first, I believe certain scores need settling.
Ah, crap.
Oh, I have been told to check around the arena of the boss fight. I don't know why, but I have been told to do that. And apparently it also, there's something we have to see around the boss arena, and then there's something we have to see after we're done with the story quest. So I don't know what we're looking for.
No idea.
But apparently that's a thing.
Oh boy.
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must be punished.
Okay, simmer down.
Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
By traitors? Do you mean us?
No.
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to.
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father. Secret Midnight Meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoy, Sato, Toddy. Nantoy clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in. Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal person. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
Oh,
I
you
would
messed
not.
up.
I would not want to piss this kid off. This is this kid scares
I
me.
did not!
This is why you don't trash talk him.
You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us.
I don't like you.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. You were using all those things Clairvy brought up as an excuse to question Father. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
I am terrified of you.
You little. You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh?
I don't know. Seems like you've kind of been a jerk to him.
And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on, let's hear it then. What's your reason for all this?
I don't know. You've kind of been a jerk.
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Liar.
Whoa.
You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to forget.
Dang.
That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the line.
Dang. 7? Guess I haven't even been here that long.
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
You had 7 meetings in half a month, dog?
I mean, if they're trying to do a coup, that makes sense. Interesting. That explains why they went to Poisson. Okay. Okay.
Filial, Nantoy, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be standing here today. If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life. But rules are rules. I'm sorry. My hands are tied.
Why? Why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake, and we should own up to it. We broke the rules, plain and simple. And now we have to face the consequences.
Dang, this guy's taking it pretty well.
See, that's the mature route.
I'm sorry, Chaplot. Foltz. I'm sorry, Father. We
Oh, the flip.
Maybe just do
accept
autoplay.
our punishment.
Chaplot, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors be punished?
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
Okay.
And so it shall be.
No. She's got... Oh, I don't know. Determined look? What is that? Crazy?
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say, Linny?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did, does it really count as betrayal?
Yes.
We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home.
Mm-hmm.
But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we've ever been. So please, Father, please reconsider.
I like this.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please.
I think it all determines how far their scheming and planning was going if they were actually going to try to kill her.
That's the honest truth at the end of the day. It's only betrayal. Like, from what it sounds like, it was just smack talk and, like, just the rumor mill and whatnot and everything.
Well, I mean, that can easily progress to something worse.
Yeah.
Especially if you already have
But see,
7
that would be
meetings.
the act of betrayal if it goes forward. If they were, like, wanting to overthrow her or run away or hurt someone in doing so, it would come
It
down
already
to
sounds
that.
like they were planning on doing that.
Possibly. It honestly sounds to me just like they were just bad-mouthing people, which is kind of lame. Don't do that.
Well, they were talking about how their only way to break free was to, you know...
I don't think for 1 second they think they could have actually killed the knave. So I think they were just kids being kids, in the sense of how teenagers just kind of badmouth parents sometimes. Don't do that either. That's really rude. It's one of those things. I don't know. It really depends. I don't know what their heart was behind the matter.
Linny, you...
I also agree with Linny.
You turned fast.
I mean, he cares about him.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different way. Draw your weapons and face me.
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered. Traitors must be punished. However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Nice.
Wait. Beat Father in a duel?
Impossible. Father is way too strong, even for Linny.
I like how Linny canonically fights just with playing cards.
Did you hear that, Traveler? Linny and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? Can they really win something like that?
I don't think so.
If they
Never
lose,
know
those
until you
people in
try.
the house are really going to be executed.
Is executing them really what she wants?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
Back then, she never actually answered my question. But that makes the answer pretty obvious, doesn't it?
Oh, looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on purpose, huh?
There's no way the knave will lose on purpose. Although,
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate.
Still
When the time
not accurate.
comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
us and our freaking green sword, yep.
I can't wait for our cannon 5-star. Okay.
Can we get a 5-star weapon for the Traveler? Just a free one. It doesn't even have to be the best.
We'll probably get it at the end. It's our one from the opening.
Oh, that would be really cool.
I'd like to see for myself what the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers can do.
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
Paimon's like, you're crazy!
Yeah, we've fought tougher. Maybe.
I don't know about that.
Well, we fought ancient dragons.
Yeah, I still don't know about that.
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less, and you may just lose your life.
Fun.
I am very afraid. Oh,
Well, that's a horrifying way to begin this duel.
Okay, wait. Let's go check out the edges of the arena. I don't know what we're looking for. Ow! Well, you did. Okay, kids.
There's kids and
Little spirit
little
things.
goobers looking at me. Ow! Excuse me.
Huh?
Woo! Yo, dude, she's like Maria from Bloodborne, and I love it.
Oh, that's where I'm supposed to look around first. Yeah, hi, goober angels.
We got goober angels. Okay.
Oh, yeah, more goober angels. I don't know what those things are. That's cool. Yeah, there's just a lot of them.
Okay. I guess we've seen everything. I don't know.
Oh, that's fun. They help.
With these rising flames.
Charge. Yep.
My turn now.
Hey, Nubla time.
Problem is I cannot see her in this. Therein lies my main issue.
My blade.
Maybe I should have grabbed someone that took up left of my screen.
Honestly, the knave would have been fine for this, admittedly.
Yeah, would have.
Of darkness,
Yep.
destruction
Oh boy.
When she hits stage 2, I don't know about that, though. This is new.
After your next charge attack, we'll release a what, huh?
I don't know.
Please tell me this counts.
Move!
Oh, got hit twice. Ooh, that's very cool.
Hang in there.
Shogun is going to die if you do not switch.
Okay. Ah, oops. That doesn't count as a charge attack. My bad.
The countdown has begun.
Something, I need to read that. I have missed that twice now. What is this?
Not something you want to stand. Woo! I always love looking at all their attacks.
Charge, yep.
Ow. I just realized you put bleed on everyone.
The same mistakes. What is that achievement?
Probably getting just hit. Alright, was that a grab?
I don't know what that was. Let's not get
You
hit
can't
by
do
it.
grab attacks in Genshin, excuse you? Yeah, that's a grab. What in the world?
Oh, Nia's about dead.
Gosh darn it. This is a cool boss.
How'd you heal?
Farina.
Oh, yeah, duh.
You've proven to be a worthy opponent.
Whoa!
Try to pace yourself.
Sorry, what did you put on me?
Freaking yo-yo.
Oh, wait. I have to actually hit you with that?
Spare your energy.
Well,
Oh, timer. Oh,
No,
I wanted to
no.
look at more what you could do.
no, you got her down to her health. Her low health.
Ooh!
Well,
Second phase. Dang! Alright.
okay. Cool heals. Whoa! Cool armor.
Sinners of two worlds.
How did your clothes change?
Don't worry about it. Hey!
This has been seared away. My blade is all
The
that
show
remains.
begins!
Are you dual wielding scythe right now?
Yes, she is.
Whoa.
Okay.
Both.
This is very
Now's our chance.
This reminds me of like a Korean MMO, you know? How like all of her attacks are just over the top.
Moment.
Illusion
Switch!
Okay.
Watch out for father's movement. Look out!
Watch out for move, bundle life, charge attack, interrupt the blood thing.
Punishment. Made
Right.
mad.
Okay.
Whoa,
So
wow, that does a lot of damage.
so you just have to hit her with any kind of charge attack.
Oh wow, and that just makes her really vulnerable.
Oh, we could have totally used the knave for this.
Oh.
Woo!
over here!
Well, that's new.
That's pretty sick. Any other moves before you die? Unless you have another phase, of course. Aw, don't timer me again.
No, you got her low.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Ooh! Sick. Yes. Yes. Yeah, Fremenade doing a thing. Love to see it.
That is really cool. That is hot.
Should know better than to crowd in one place.
Just making a lot of
Look at that weapon heat up.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know how to protect you guys from that. Oh.
They lived.
Oh, I know.
Oh. Oh, that was cool.
I'm sorry, father.
Hitting with the blunt. I see. But I don't think you have to worry about
She grabbed
killing
him.
her.
Yeah, she grabbed him.
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
Okay, can Traveler take her?
Next phase.
I'm gonna assume no.
Come on, third phase, baby.
Ooh!
Fun.
Oh, well that's
Father, no!
okay, there goes one. She's just gonna bat us away.
Made it out, did you?
Probably.
You're stronger than I expected.
My goodness, I want to play as her like that. Oh.
What?
Oh boy.
Crimson Moon? I can't move.
Oh, hi, kitty cat.
Hi, Cinder.
Oh. Did you get taller?
She's tall.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
Dang.
Oh, we may get a rematch maybe later on. I wonder.
So that's not all she can do.
I wonder if we're gonna have to fight like all of the Harbingers in Snezhnaya.
The ones that are still alive, that is.
Hey, I still can. Still counts.
I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand.
Lenny's like,
Brother,
what?
are you all right?
Lenny.
Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No!
I never thought things would end like this.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution.
Don't pretend like you didn't plan on this the entire time.
Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still
So
have
can her
them?
flame erase memories?
Maybe.
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe. I didn't lose a single one.
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Oh, it does. It's probably
Flames?
it wipes their
Indeed.
memory.
They're the product
her.
of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away.
Totally called it.
If you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization.
Okay, with that in
In
mind,
other words,
Lenny and Lynette are in front of me. They're not
Administering
going
this
anywhere.
concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you a new identity.
So that means the young man that we thought looked familiar, the one selling newspapers outside the Palais Marmonia, whatever. He must have been the same guy we saw on the list of executions. He wasn't killed at all.
Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
No, if my understanding of the knave is right, she really thinks of it as killing him. Ori, that lived in the house of the hearth, is dead. The one who remains is simply a normal person living out his life with his beloved. Even so, it's much better than actually ending their lives.
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
Well, I mean, you now will die. So, kinda-ish.
It's safer for them anyway.
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go, because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
Of course. I'll remember.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Fultz, Elwar, take them back to Poisson. And bring Linny and the others as well. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours. Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope you have bright futures ahead of you.
Father.
Let's go.
Here, grab my arm, Linny. I'll help you walk back.
Thank you.
Clairy.
So what were the angels?
No idea.
Or the little floating things?
No clue. Apparently there's more to it that we can see, but after completing the quest, which I don't know what that means. How do you even fight her again?
Can we
I assume
talk
just
now?
here.
I've been waiting for a super long time. You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up?
Aw.
Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming? What a long dream.
Neither. You died, Clairy. That's what happened.
You're a ghost.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she's done speechless.
It really is her younger self. I mean, she's probably had enough lies.
Oh. Okay then. Huh?
Yeah.
That's it? You accepted it just like that?
I mean, yeah. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, you're dead.
Yep. If that's what Perry says happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me.
Oh. Oh. That's so depressing.
Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened to her. And to me.
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. That way, the other children would know what happens to traitors.
Oh. Awful.
Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me, "For the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die."
Or you could have, beat up your mother, too. Oh, well.
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down. But somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the Iudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted for their past.
Aw.
Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it. Only freedom that is earned has true value.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting for. You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king, and a really great father, too.
I don't think she likes being called king.
I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would be willing to tell you what the outside world is like.
Really? Of course! We've traveled all over the place. We've got so many stories, we could probably talk your ears off for 3 days straight.
Talk about the land of Animo, the nation of freedom. Talk about the land of Geo, nation of contracts. Talk about the land of Electro, nation of eternity. Talk about Dendro, the nation of freedom. We can do it. Freedom.
Animo, yeah.
You know, I used to dream of being a bard.
Knowledge was the last one.
Playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom. Even if there was no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what.
Ah, okay.
Ah, that's where Mora comes from. I never knew that before.
Well, where it came from. 'Cause they're no longer producing it. But, you know, that's an economic crisis for later.
If I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry, and one for Mother.
You are so sweet.
It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, well, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either. I guess I'd just have to keep them all for me then. I could wear a different one every day.
Electro.
Those yokai you mentioned, what do they look like?
Varied.
I once saw a drawing of this one guy with horns on his head and a super scary face. Are there any yokai like that?
There's one with horns and kind of a goofy face, but he's not
Are
bad.
you talking about Ito?
Huh? Are you calling him scary?
No.
Goofy be better?
He's lovable and goofy, yes, that is correct.
So I've said nothing wrong.
Oh, it sounds like you're talking about an Oni. Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they look.
Well, we've only met 2. Talk about Dendro.
I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. Things that have nothing to do with studying. I'm just kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without having to fear for your life actually sounds pretty great.
Oh! On the attitude of a lot of those researchers, I feel like their lives were all on the line. Those flowers are really glitching out. To Clairy about all the various nations you visited. Eventually, the conversation returns to Fontaine, the nation she once called home.
The situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial at the Opera Epicles. Oh no, that must have been hard for all of you. What happened next? Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around super quickly.
Oh, yep, there it is.
Detective Paimon, of course.
Uh-huh.
How'd you do that? Come on, tell me. Okay, so it was like this. After the failed magic show, we rushed to the scene and...
Oh. Clairy is listening really intently to Paimon's story about our time in Fontaine. She seems really happy, like all her troubles have been forgotten. I'm assuming the sun's gonna come up and she's gonna disappear or something.
Probably.
Maybe this is the first time she's ever been able to truly relax, but I'm not sure how long this moment can last.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time.
Pain. As time passes, she'll probably forget everything we've told her and go back to being that scared little girl who could only hide in the shadows. I was so busy thinking I almost didn't notice. The sun has risen. Cutscene.
Probably. Ah, dang.
Clairy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
Ah,
You're
symbolism.
saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well?
Well,
Oh,
in a capacity.
I almost forgot. There's a little getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel.
Ah! Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Aw.
Well,
Ah.
She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
man, it's really unfortunate the timing.
I
I'm telling you,
also
I'm
have
not
certain sentiments left unsaid.
I'm not crying, guys. The cat was just covered in dust, and my eyes are just watering up
Yeah,
uncontrollably
of course,
now.
Cinder, how could you do this?
I actually am not making it up. I'm having a serious allergic reaction. She has so much dust on her. I didn't realize it when I was cuddling her. Oh,
I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures. But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye.
Oh.
Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
oh.
Father?
It's Linny! Hey, Linny! What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filial and the others have left the house.
And you? What have you decided?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only home we've ever known. Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe d'été. But I decided to come back and tell you where we stood.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas.
Oh?
I must admit, I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility, one not so easily carried by someone forced onto the throne.
I just never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that throne?
You're brave, talented, and, most importantly, you cherish your family. You would do anything to protect them, even if it costs you your life.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince Father to back down.
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero. Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life. She must have had it all planned from the beginning, from the very moment she suggested a duel.
Probably.
I'm not deserving of that title. I'm not strong enough or smart enough.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
I understand, Father. Thank you.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. Only then can a family continue to flourish. The road ahead is not an easy one, so I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain you want to stay?
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand, there are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down. Protecting my family at all costs. That's my conviction.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to teach them a lesson. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our prey to come to us. At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain. As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment.
That's nice.
No matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope we both reach our desired destination.
Wait, 2 days later, huh?
I wonder why. I was expecting the quest to end right there. Okay. I guess we wait.
Yeah, the little angel things are gone. While I'm waiting, I also want to just go back here and say hello. For no particular reasons.
Wait, who are we saying hello to?
I just want to see if Nuvalette has anything else to say. Or he may after the quest. You never know. Oh, wait, let me switch teams while I'm at it. Because the Knave could actually totally beat up the Knave. Some movement.
Let me in! Nah, he's not here.
Nah, he's not so sad. Much sad. Thankfully, I marked it ish. Well, here's good enough.
Where do we have to go, though, to teleport?
No idea, so I'm just putting myself here. Yep. Boink.
No, what do you, no. It's 2 days. You're gonna have to wait the full 2 days.
But this is the day after tomorrow.
Oh, does that count? I thought you had to wait 48 hours.
I'm just looking at what it said.
Oh, maybe. I wonder if it does work like that. Hold up. I may be discovering something here. I've always done it as 48 hours.
Didn't Linny say that when
Really?
Ned and Fremine were recovering at the Hotel Bouffe d'été? Oh, Paimon wonders how they're doing. Maybe we should go check on them.
So now, Fontaine.
To the Fontaine.
Incoming!
Monk.
You killed that plant.
Good.
Lynette, Fremine, how are you feeling?
Much better.
Whew, what a relief.
Nice.
What about you? Are you feeling all right?
Right as
I knew
rain.
you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other hand, well, we've been bedridden for 2 days. I couldn't even turn over. Oh, and I wanted to ask, is Clairy gone? Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
We better farewell under the blanket of sunlight.
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crucibina and Clairy. Actually, I've met Crucibina before.
Huh?
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
Crucibina died a year after Clairy. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth.
Interesting.
Crucibina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things. While she was alive, the atmosphere in the house was suffocating.
Intriguing. This is really okay. That's a big bombshell.
Wait, I thought Fremine was at the end of that one animated trailer.
No,
Was
a lot
that
of people.
Lenny?
A lot of people. No.
No, that wasn't Lenny.
No, a lot of people pointed out that that wasn't Fremine. Yeah. So
Well, who was that?
knows? I don't know.
Just some random kid that looks like him?
I guess.
Weird.
When I joined, though, the experiment she valued so much had already come to an end, and all the people involved, dead and injured alike, were gone. Crucibina never talked about the past with us newcomers. A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Crucibina and burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people subjected to her experiments, Clairy included, were lost to the flames, along with the painful memories they represented.
That would have been very good information when we were all talking about stuff, Fremine, if you knew all that. When we were all discussing and theorizing around the table about what it all meant. You could have dropped that bombshell of like, oh, you know what, maybe it's the previous knave that apparently was really bad. You know, I think he would have thought to mention that instead of not. Okay.
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after that, but she never mentioned anything about Crucibina or Clairy.
Fremine, why didn't you say anything?
It really seems like something she was planning to keep to herself. The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for so long?
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it. The foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are now.
Oh.
And that's what Father told us in the end.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crucibina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that she valued them in any way, even just as a tool, would probably be giving her too much credit. If Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already...
Don't think about it.
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together.
Good on her.
But even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. Because this is our home. We may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave. But as long as Father is here, we will always have a home.
That's nice.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in shadow, we'll follow Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, we could have lost a lot more along the way.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Just invite us back. Just invite us back as guests, and we'll call it even.
Of course. You're welcome anytime.
Are Filial and Nantoy okay?
Who?
I actually saw them at a cafe this morning. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently. They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess, I would say they finally found the kind of life they always wished for.
Good for them, I guess.
That was a sweet way to end it. I like that. The kids that didn't want to be part of the Hearth anymore are now free to live their lives as just normal, like, people, not assassins. Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine drew even closer to Father. We got a lot of lore, considering all the Harbingers and Snezhnaya and stuff, so that'll definitely come into play going forward into the future. I cannot wait to see what they have planned for the Knave and the whole Red Moon thing. That's terrifying.
Whatever any of that means.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. And then,
where are you?
No, not here. And then, okay, one last thing we need to do before ending the video. Yeah, we need to go check out the fight again.
Do we have stamina?
Actually,
that looks evil.
We may not, but we can just use a resin thing.
No,
30?
we do have enough.
Is 30 for bosses? Nice.
For the first 2 bosses, it is 30.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, let's do it.
The hottest and it comes with fire crystals.
Nice.
Nice.
That's gonna be good, because I used every single last fire crystal we had to level her to 90, so this is just us replenishing now.
Lovely. This should do. Well, Zhongli may not be the best.
No, you want Zhongli. Holy cow, do not.
I mean, she kind of hits me through my stuff anyway.
Yeah, that's a good point, but her normal attacks won't hit you then. Just believe me, you haven't played enough Knave. You die fast.
The Knave, blah, 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 blah. Use charge attacks, damage, dealt with an attack will increase more.
Look how cool this is. I love how they, like, re-rendered the background. Oh, there's the little baby ghost things. What are they? What are they supposed to be?
Oh, well, they're loving spending time with her, so that's nice. Also, where are we?
We are in the pre-rendered background area.
Why are the little ghost things all around her?
I don't know. Okay.
Afraid?
That's
Or
pretty
do you
cool.
not even have the courage to be afraid?
Right. Yes.
I guess. I don't know.
Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
I'm not trying to run.
We're gonna dot you first, okay? Then we do this, then Brina.
Closer now.
Yeah, you have a lot of HP.
Okay, she is definitely resistant to fire. Those numbers are smaller than they should be. But you can use her. I like that you can definitely use the Knave to fight the Knave. So she's like Childe, how like Childe's resistant to like water and electro.
Things are about to get dicey.
Let the world collide!
How amusing.
Very nice.
Flinched out of it.
Spare your energy.
Your skills back up.
But that still hit.
The countdown has begun. Have a taste of purgatory.
Okay, you got to hit her with a charge attack. I'm assuming the bow would also count?
Probably. That did not work.
Look at you. Trapped like a bunch of helpless ends.
Yeah, that was gonna hit.
Who's next? Your energy.
Why'd you attack over there?
Don't question it. You're alive because of it.
That's a very scary thing you're doing. Actually, I could just do this.
As the moon. The countdown has begun.
I'll just harvest this a little early.
You're out.
And you can flinch her hard. I'm
Closer
sorry.
now.
Stabilize. This is order.
Doesn't do a lot of damage.
Yeah, she doesn't care.
Oh wait, hold on. Rude, I'm busy.
Take it easy.
Oh, okay.
Transfixed.
Time to shine.
Look at
Well,
trapped like
There you
a
go.
bunch of helpless ends.
I love that you don't have to worry about the knave's like weapon infusion empowerment to like.
I'm heavy
fade.
attacking.
Tangled in a web.
Rude!
Spare your energy. Running is of little use. With these rising flames.
Woo! Hi, that was new. And very cool.
Laid bare.
So I see that there's ghost babies like all around the arena. Is that what we're supposed to see?
Unsure. Probably. Man, you can flinch her just basically repeatedly. But that'll build up eventually.
You've proven
Yep.
to be a worthy
There's the
opponent.
resistance. Skill.
Is it my turn now?
No. Man, you have like no poise.
Spare
I
your
am sorry.
energy.
Woo!
Running is of little.
Next phase.
Slightly different.
Double wing. Jump up, jump up, blah. Spider bird.
Okay. That's very nice and very normal.
Very intimidating.
Time for the real second phase. At the baby story one. These are gonna smack the crap out of me.
There's a chance.
Kindness has been sealed away. My blade is all that remains. Overruled.
You still flinch easy?
Nope.
Very much not. Take a few of those.
Meteorite
What?
is available.
Quietly now.
Oh wow, you do not react well to someone just going right behind you.
Skills ready.
Your punishment.
You need to. Oh crap!
Oh, go in! Flip! I hadn't seen that one! My bad.
Womp, womp, womp.
Oh wait, no, that was the right one. Sorry. So easy to... Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy! Oh, that's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Oh, let me shut up now. Oh, that's bad!
I don't know what you just got for that achievement, but hype.
Don't dodge.
Transfixed.
Poorly dodge, I don't know, something.
Alt's up.
It is. That's so sick looking.
Oh, real
No shield.
Sorry, it's just I like looking at bosses. Okay, they're very pretty. I like their attacks.
Your punishment.
Skills ready.
Manifest.
Okay.
Now in.
In. Out. Again.
Engage with. Whoa.
Yeah, the hurt. Shield does not save you. And now this is a bit awkward.
Now, well, it's time to turn Farina into a turret.
Fight the stamina. Yeah, I realize my mistake. Oh, that doesn't actually target me. It's more of a random thing. That is the thing that actually targets me.
Get it right. You have everyone's burst up and everything, by the way.
Let the world collide!
Just destroy her.
Let's see how strong you resolve truly is.
What are you doing? Dang, that was cool.
Shield is gone. There you go. Dude, I love the rail cannon attack she has. That's really sick.
No.
Stabilize.
I don't understand what the charge attack bit they're wanting you to do.
Don't know.
I'm not quite getting.
You're breaking the bond of life somehow. That seems to be what it's inferring.
No stamina. Because I'm being a goober.
Sometimes only the beginning.
Ooh, cool thing. Okay, now just wing attack.
Oh, I get how it works. Okay, she applies a bond of life to you that slowly kills you. So you need to go to Farina, switch to the healing fountain to get the bond of life off you.
That's not how that works.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Wait, isn't that what's on you right now?
The show begins!
Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Oh. Ah, no, I'm thinking of the Knave's bond of life where you have to clear it yourself.
Yeah, no. So against her, yeah, whenever she applies it. So Zhongli's going to die here in a second.
Okay, so I use charge attacks that just interrupt her from doing it. And it bled me anyway.
Well, you got this. You can still easy win.
That's what I get for not paying attention. Ooh, 3. How spicy. Now I just actually have to focus.
Yeah, switch to Zhongli to get some more damage with your basic attacks.
Or get the bonus of range without having to dodge as much. Set my basic side. Okay, so if you dodge completely out of the way, she's good.
GG's. GG's. Oh, you can't even kill her. Oh, that's sick. I love that little detail. Hey, little babies. Can we talk to you?
What even are you?
Ooh, look at the edge. Wait, can we see the moon? It's like the big red moon here. No, it's just absolutely terrifying. Wait, what's the red thing?
What in the flip?
What are you? I'm so confused. I don't know what these things are.
No, I don't have a camera.
I have no clue what those are. They're cool.
You little things from Celestia? Is that how this works?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yes!
Hey, very nice.
Oh, that's a basic attack upgrade right there. Hello. Oh, yes. Please just...
Healing. Yeah, no. Yes.
Boom. Gotcha. Dang! I really like that fight. That is really hard, actually. That is it's like, it's not too hard, but it's definitely not easy either, and I dig it.
Yes.
You cannot say it's easy after it whopped you and everything. You had your butt handed to you. You can't be like, oh, that was so easy and everything. You can't. You cannot do that, Daniel.
I mean, there's always the learning of it. I actually wish I knew I could just charge attack her out of it. But oh well.
Dude, okay, I kind of want to go see Arlecchino's damage now. What can we go? What can we go whap?
Against her again.
Against her again?
Against
jeez.
her again.
Wait, I don't think you get loot from her twice, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, no, you have to wait.
Mostly because I just want to do it again.
Okay, well, we'll probably end in the middle of this fight. So, guys, let's check out some damage. And then with that, let us know what you thought of this quest. And did you guys enjoy our reaction to it? Thank you for hanging out with us for this story quest. I am very excited to see where this leads into. And Cyno's quest comes out, I think, in the next part of this patch. In the version 2. That's going to be pretty hype. Oh, that damage. This is against someone, I think, who's resistant to it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Considering that, yeah, unlike other bosses, I definitely have been able to start hitting just for like, it depends on how I vaporize, but usually between 20 to 60k.
With these rising flames.
Okay, chill out, girl. Hi. Ooh.
Destruction shall rise. Have a taste of purgatory.
Okay, and I guess with that, ladies
Sorry,
and
what are
gentlemen,
you doing up there?
she's just dancing.
What are you doing up there?
She's dancing.
This is order.
She's dancing on a tightrope. Okay, and I guess with that, ladies and gentlemen, we love you all, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.